Hello and welcome to the Ring Doctor's YouTube channel. So we have been traveling all over the place by sail. We sailed across the Atlantic, we're currently in Europe. We go all over the place and we film it all with a GoPro because these suckers are indestructible, they're waterproof, and they're really hardy. So on a sailboat, they survive really well. Now the problem is, with a GoPro, you get GoPro video and GoPro audio. So the video has greatly improved over the past 3 years while we've been doing this. So this is now the GoPro Hero 8 and it does 4K and it's beautiful and it's so nice. But it still has that lovely, lovely GoPro sound. And you know what I'm talking about, which is why everyone who does really nice videos uses other microphones. But GoPro just recently upped their game with the 8 with the GoPro Media Mod, and ours just came in. So I'm gonna unbox this guy, put it on, and let you guys see what it looks like. Alright, so in here we have manual and warranty. And then we have our little box, which has some stuff to it. And the important part, the Media Mod. So, like with the old GoPros, where you had that skeleton that the camera lived inside, this is a skeleton again. So when they switched to the 8, it was great because you no longer had that skeleton. So now you can do easy battery changes on the fly by just opening this little lid, and the battery's right here. So you no longer have to take it out of the cage. Yep, but if you want to be using the Media Mod, it's a cage again. So the advantage of the Media Mod is it gives you an external microphone, which apparently is a great improvement over the built-in microphones in the GoPro. Apparently it's also good with wind and all these things. I don't know yet because we haven't tested it, just opened it. But the huge thing is it has cold shoes. So one on the top, one on the side, and a jack in the back. And what is this good for? Well, it's good for plugging in a good microphone. So whether this microphone is good or not, I don't know, but if it isn't good, we can still hook up our good microphone and plug it into the GoPro. So now the GoPro will have its own dedicated external microphone with a dead cat to cut out that horrible wind noise. Okay, so you can hook on the microphone, but you gotta do some adjusting because there it is on the side, and on the top it's even worse. So that's something we got to play with a little. But sound-wise, this is what it sounds like, and you guys are finding out even before I do because right now while I'm recording this, I have no idea what it sounds like. So let's get this mounted on here. So the little cage door opens, it's got a nice little spring to it, and we just have to take off the door on the GoPro. There we are. Okay, so there's a USB-C port in here that then plugs into the camera itself. Now I don't know if this makes it waterproof by having it on, because that is my big concern of, we're on a sailboat, we get a lot of spray. Make sure the camera is going to be waterproof with this on. And honestly, it looks like a good rubber gasket in there, so it might be not waterproof. Flat out. Warning, Media Mod is not waterproof. Using it underwater will damage both your Media Mod and your camera. So let's see. Alright, just got to line up that plug. And we're in. Close the cage. Yeah, these new little flappy paddle feet on the bottom, these guys, I'm not a huge fan. Alright. Now one thing, to change the battery now, you have to unscrew it. With the old ones with the cages, you just open the cage, pop the camera out, and you can change the battery that way. But the battery is on this side, the door is on this side, and in order to slide the camera out of the cage, you have to fold up these little feet, which means that now you have to take the camera out every time. That's gonna be fun. Alright, so we have that. Let's turn it on. Update required. Your GoPro needs to be updated with the latest software before it can be paired with the Media Mod. Okay, so I connected the camera and it is updating on my phone, and that is making it update on the GoPro. And I must say, that is a huge plus over the old system that they had, where you had to use an SD card. It was just a real pain. Now you just sync your phone to it, done. Super easy. So it says the Media Mod adds new microphone audio input and HDMI settings to your Hero 8 Black. Make sure your camera is using the most current software to access these settings, which is why the update. All set, installation complete, and update complete. Media Mod connected. Alright, so it says tap the video settings to see your new microphone options. Okay, so now we have the option to adjust microphones. So we have the Media Mod front mic, which would be this guy here. So use Media Mod mic to prioritize audio coming from in front of the camera. It says the previous mic settings will be restored after the Media Mod is removed. Okay, so there's front, and there's back, and then there's stereo. Use when wind is not a factor and you want to ensure that your GoPro records in stereo. Now I know with GoPro, you have to be super careful when you're using this stick, because if your hand moves on it, like you just turn your hand a little, it just destroys the audio. The audio just is like this constantly, it's so bad.
Oh, I do that again.
So I'm so curious. Like, I had to hold this thing so carefully, because if my hand just slightly moved on it, or it just slipped in my hands, just the slightest of things, it destroyed the audio. So I'm curious with the new shotgun mic on the Media Mod, is it a little better? So let's do a little torture test. This is moving the stick, because that was always, you could never do that before. And let's straighten it out. I'm just gonna move my hands. And that is the sound as you move it in your hand. Pretty cool. So it's good to know that the Media Mod does not make the GoPro waterproof. Or actually, the Media Mod makes the GoPro not waterproof. So, all the... that's a thing. So I hope you guys like seeing the Media Mod. It just came out. We were on pre-order and then with rush shipping. So I think we might be one of the first ones to receive a bought one, not one of the promotional ones that they sent out for people to test. So, if you guys have any questions about it, or you want more detailed pictures, anything like that, let me know. We'll be using this guy quite a lot. Speak.
Wow, that's pretty big.
Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
Yes, Morty.
Morty's a dog. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.
And if you'd like to follow our journey in real time on a map, receive postcards from our ports of call, and message us directly to the boat, you can go ahead and become a patron using the link in the description down below.